As we all know, Spider-Man has some controversial stories. Sometimes he does bad things. Sometimes his bad women do bad things. Sometimes he hangs out with me. Awful, right? Well, recent comics are only getting weirder, and we're about to delve into what exactly happened over the years. It's time for Old Man Spidey and a lot of really dark stories. Subscribe to be our hero.
What happens when heroes become extinct in New York? Will an elderly Spider-Man come out of retirement for one final stand? Our story begins in a city controlled by a military state and policed with a totalitarian force called RAIN. They teach kids about the one thing that will remain constant in their lives: pain.
Whoa, this is about to get dark, isn't it, Spidey?
What story are we watching? I thought you said we were watching one of my best stories.
Okay, so the title is your most controversial story, and I know there's a lot of them, but we're gonna see how this plays out. Cause I'm just curious. You know, I love to learn about my best friend, and the more I can learn, the better. What?
Why does this look familiar?
We're about to find out, Spidey.
In this dystopian world, an old man working in a floral shop gets shouted at by his boss. Parker! Peter Parker, old, frail.
I'm working in a floral shop?
Old man Spider-Man. Spider old man in a flower shop. Oh, this is gonna be good already. Oh, it's always fun when they bring the old people out of retirement. Except for bingo night. They have a distinct advantage.
And taking whatever job he can get, just messed up another wedding's flower order.
Parker,
you are not gonna screw up again. Do you know how I know that? Because you're fired.
Some things just never change, don't they, Spidey?
I can never keep a job.
Suddenly, a teenager on the street plows into Peter, knocking him to the ground. Another man, a RAIN officer, tackles the kid.
So old man Spidey gets knocked to the ground, and an officer beats up the kid for doing it.
Yeah, what the heck?
Justice. I'm into this already. All right.
Are we living in a city? Are we living in a city ran by Batman?
It does seem to have some Batman vibes going on. Oh no, they stomped on the flowers.
Flowers Peter had just stolen. The RAIN officer wrestles the kid as Peter's mind flashes back to old times, back when he could have stopped the criminal who killed his Uncle Ben and learned.
Wow, it flashes back that far? Look, a kid just accidentally bumped into you, stepped on your flowers. Does it all have to lead back to Uncle Ben?
As another RAIN officer comes into the fight, beating the kid. Peter can't just sit and watch.
Oh no! Man's out here looking like last episode of Walter White. Oh gosh!
Stop the assailants, but takes an elbow.
You can do it, old man.
Peter collapses on the ground.
Oh
blood gushing from his nose. They say old bones break easier, that the pain is less. They're half right.
This is already so dark. This is Spider-Man?
Yep.
Okay, we're in for a good one now.
Two RAIN officers drag the kid away as a young girl emerges from the shadows. You let them take him? How could you? Peter turns, his eyes filled with blood and shame. There's no one out there to help us. No one to save us. No one.
He's so
sad. As Peter shuffles home, we cut to a TV screen where a news anchor is celebrating the anniversary of the city's dictatorship.
How bad were things before if you're celebrating this? Yeah. Clearly something went wrong in Spidey's life. And my life. And everybody's life, really.
The controversial Mayor Waters will soon release a new piece of technology, the web.
The web.
Oh my god. Are they stealing my thing? Do I need to sue?
They're really on the nose about that one.
The massive dome of energy that will surround the entire city. Hailed by the people of this city as its greatest defender, Mayor Waters is a true American hero.
So we're getting some under the dome vibes in here. Okay.
We really are.
It's getting a little WandaVision in here, isn't it?
Mayor Waters has a very important dinner guest, Wilson Fisk. He's unrecognizable.
Oh
my god!
Why does he look like the old lady from the chocolate episode of SpongeBob?
Fisk is a vegetable. How long has it been since he's tasted solid food? 10 years, sir.
Gosh.
That's a long time. Waters leans in toward Fisk, setting a steak in front of him. You find the strength to reach the fork, and I'll cut it for you.
Ooh, sounds like a good deal to me.
Fisk groans as he tries to muster up.
He's still got beefy hands, weirdly.
Yeah.
Like, you can still see those knuckles are ready to dust someone up.
the strength, but he can't. Waters is torturing the former kingpin of crime. Drool starts to drizzle down Fisk's cheek. Waters wipes it off with a napkin. Pavlov would be proud. Waters turns away, telling his men to send Fisk back to the vault. Later that night, Peter gets home after the beating he just took. He sets the battered flowers into a vase.
Oh, no.
I brought flowers.
Is my arm broken?
You did just get beat up by the police force and broke bones, so I guess arm is the bone that happened. Now there's bad news. You just brought flowers, decrepit old flowers, back as an old man. Who are you bringing these flowers to? We're about to find out.
Oh, God.
Peter sits at the table and pokes at his soup. His brow furrows and he shouts, "Say something!" The redhead sitting across from him says nothing. She doesn't move, like she's not even there. "I'm sorry." That night, Peter's awakened by a kiss from that same redhead, Mary Jane, the love of his life. "I had this dream."
She's got a really good wig. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the art is all, like, dark and gritty in this, but that's a really good wig. I need to get me one of them.
"You were gone. I was a lonely old man."
Oh, no.
And
no, he's imagining it all. Oh, she's
Oh, God.
She's actually a young woman there. Okay, well. Unless it is actually a random young woman, which is even more concerning.
Does every day since Mary Jane died. She's gone. Now he's just a lonely old widower. Peter walks to the front door.
That makes more sense.
Whoever just woke him from his slumber.
Wow. That's a really good run for you. You know, it's been so long since anyone else has died in your life that you're only grieving Mary Jane now in this one. That's good. Think about it. You had like a 50-year period where no one important in your life died. I mean, sure, they were all dead aside from her already, but that is impressive, man. That's impressive.
I'm coming. Hold on. Don't you know what time it is? It's Peter's old boss, J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, he's still kicking. Oh, man.
How is he still kicking?
He's doing great. Look at him.
Jameson rambles for a moment before Peter silently shuts the door in Jameson's face.
Yeah.
We have big things to talk about. Big things. Peter begins to sob as he curls up in a ball. Jameson left Peter with a parting gift, a package he'd been holding on to for a very long time.
What do you think the package is, Spidey?
My pay that's always gone missing on certain days of the week.
I'm going to press X to doubt on that one, Chief.
At the same time, Peter slowly opens the package. He begins to feel something he doesn't feel much anymore. Spidey sense.
Ooh, he's still got it. He's still got the sense.
Oh, God.
So wait, is there danger in the box? Did J. Jonah Jameson just try to bomb you?
He might have.
Jameson begins to bash cars with his walker to incite the officers.
He's trying to get their attention. Something bad is about to happen. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to explode, aren't I?
J. Jonah's like bashing people. Okay.
They approach him and he raises his fists. As Peter sees what Jameson left him...
Wait, rewind that. Rewind it. Does he have a brass knuckle on?
On the street,
seems like
Jameson begins to bash
here for
cars
business.
with his walker to incite the officers. They approach him and...
Oh my God, he has a brass knuckle on.
Yes, he sure does. I'm sorry, but this 90-year-old man, I don't know if he's going to be able to take on these absolute chads in masks. Did he leave him the suit?
I think he left me my suit.
Oh no, is he doing a good thing? Is J. Jonah trying to bring the Spidey back out of the man? Oh,
why isn't in every one of these stories, if I ever retire or leave, it's always J. Jonah that brings me back?
And why did he have to open it up with possible racism? Ah, man.
I'm sorry. So sorry. The rain officers think he's talking to them, but he's not. I'm sorry for all of it, my boy. We have so much to talk about. The guards turn around. It's Spider-Man.
Well,
I'm still naked.
There's a mask, and there's lightning in the background, and I don't think there's any web. There's just power lines, and oh gosh.
And my socks are very loose on my feet.
Yeah, it's all pretty bad. I would not call that Spider-Man. I'd call that something else.
Wearing nothing but his underwear and the black mask Jameson left him, Spidey's here to save the day. The guard.
It's a black mask. Okay, so we're in the Bully Maguire era. Okay.
Guards rush toward him. Wearing masks is illegal in this city.
You're wearing masks. Excuse me.
Spidey leaps above them, tossing one to the ground with ease. We chased your kind out of this city a long time ago. The officer pulls a gun and fires.
Racism.
Well, it's not racism. It's certainly not heroism, because that's a different thing entirely. I guess it's just prejudice in general. But yeah, either way, you're doing this whole crotch grab with him, so good on you, Spidey.
Spidey
I'm surprised they made some move like that.
I know. If all you did this when the old man was, or when the kid was getting beat up earlier.
Responding with an uppercut. As Peter beats the guards, his mind drifts back to a better time.
Oh, he's imagining he's got the full suit on.
Imagines himself battling villains in his old red and blue costume. When the fight's over, Jameson admits that when it came to Spider-Man, Jameson didn't tell the truth. But
really?
Yeah.
Really? You know, it gotta be some sort of alternate timeline where everything goes wrong for J. Jonah to admit he's wrong. Whew.
Yeah.
That's like so wholesome, though.
But now they need to set their differences aside. I need you.
He's got the mustache.
City needs you. Peter ignores the plea.
Oh.
I have anger issues.
I mean, sure, he deserves it, but maybe just for sake of negative reinforcement, he doesn't deserve it in this moment.
And built directly below City Hall. They're looking for you. You are responsible for this city, and with great responsibility comes great power.
Oh, the opposite.
Close.
The opposite of what I am.
Yeah, I guess so. The villains. Let's see them.
Sax guides Waters through the prison.
Oh, can we tell who these shapes are? No.
Is one of them Rhino?
You just assume the big guy's Rhino, but aside from that, it really could be anyone.
Where they're met with several looming silhouettes. Sax, who are these creatures? Volunteers, sinners looking for salvation, your angels. Out on the streets, the same girl who shouted at Peter earlier reads an illegal newspaper Jameson distributed.
Oh man, he's doing that too.
Dang, Jonah.
He's really an advocate now.
He really is.
He's doing okay.
Peter made the front page, sporting his black mask. So this is what he looks like, huh? I thought his mask was red.
It was. It really was. I don't know why it's a black mask in this, but it's just really trying to copy Batman, I think.
They've forced us underground. Susie goes inside and sees the speaker, Jameson.
Oh.
He's leading a superhero cult.
What the heck? He hated superheroes.
Well, look, if there were no superheroes, he'd be run far out of business. Yes, he runs an organization based on hate, but he's got to hate someone. And if the someone is gone, he needs to bring him back. He just likes being devil's advocate, doesn't he?
He likes being on the opposite side, yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
You want safety? You want security? You don't look for someone else. You look inside.
Ooh.
Susie spots Casey curled over a laptop. They wave. Casey, it's time to hack into the network. It's time to raise your voice. Casey obeys Jameson, clicking the laptop. Suddenly, every TV in the city changes to a screaming Jameson. Liars! Thieves and liars! All of them!
He's so dead.
On every screen in the city. Spider-Man. The screen reads, Civilian hides masked man.
You really just... Why didn't you give him a whole suit? Why does this have to be the picture you share with everyone?
Gather round, people. You gotta start shaking the change out of those pockets. Suddenly, the guards can't help it. They begin to dance.
Oh, he's got the powers.
The Hypno Hustler has returned. And tonight, the whole city's gonna dance.
But tell him.
The Hypno Hustler's boombox dies.
Oh no, now he's in trouble.
Guards stop their forced dancing and raise their guns.
Okay, they're just gonna shoot this old man, okay.
They really are.
Puts his hand on Susie's shoulder and forces her to watch. You're about to learn something. The Hypno...
Yeah, she's about to learn something, all right. Well, let's see what she's about to learn. Justice.
Hypno Hustler is shot dead in the street by a dozen officers. Back in Peter's apartment, he's fully shaved and ready to hit the road.
Oh, man, looking good, old man, looking good.
One of the officers raises a missile launcher right at his window. As the missile comes speeding toward him, he catches a glimpse of Mary Jane smiling. The first time he'd seen that in 30 years. Everything goes white, but old habits die hard. Without even thinking, he suits up. Peter emerges from the explosion.
Wait, what the fuck? But I only wore the mask when I first reappeared?
Yeah, I don't, well, why were you in more of a rush to help J. Jonah Jameson than to avoid an explosion in your apartment? You had time to put on a whole suit now, but not when, one of your enemies was being beat up.
Jameson makes sure to keep the cameras rolling so the entire city can watch their savior return.
Yep, of course.
30 years since the city's seen anything like it. Casey is struggling to keep the hack up when suddenly he's stabbed through the back.
Oh my!
Kraven the Hunter?
Electro? Scorpion?
They're all here. The Sinister 16, apparently.
They just took out a kid.
He's just... Well, okay.
It's Kraven the Hunter, leading a militia of supervillains released by Mayor Waters. Electro turns to Spider-Man and lights him up with a blast of electricity. Been a while, webhead.
They're all just old people in costumes, man. What's going on?
Raven still looks young.
No, Kraven's still looking good. I feel like Kraven would age well, though, That jawline, seriously.
Spidey
they're making a Kraven movie, right?
I know. I'm kind of excited. He's so handsome.
Sandman. Kraven goes in for the kill. Show them, Parker. But Peter is helpless. Kraven beats him mercilessly in front of the crowd, then tears off his mask. The crowd gasps. This is their hero, an old man?
Hey, look, if an old man's willing to go through all this, imagine what anyone else can do,
But suddenly, Spidey is saved. Mechanical arms come.
Doc Ock?
So Doc Ock came to save you in this situation? Okay. How old is he?
Out of nowhere.
He was an old
Doc Ock.
He was an older man when I first started.
Okay, little older. Let's calm down here. He was no J. Jonah Jameson.
Spider-Man and takes him away. That night, right as the
art,
web goes into effect,
it's crazy.
Doc Ock drops Peter at his destination and leaves without a word.
Really? You're just gonna come in like the robotic octopus savior?
Peter looks up. He's laying at...
Oh, that's just mean.
Aunt May! Uncle Ben! Mary
What if every
Jane?
time you were having a bad day, I just dropped you here?
Mary Jane's grave. Doc Ock is a husk, a walking corpse.
This makes more sense. Okay. Well, it doesn't make more sense, but it makes sense compared to the story. Well, I really don't know what it makes, but it's interesting. I'll give it that.
After giving his classic villain speech, he drops a casket onto Peter. It's Mary Jane's
What?
dead body.
What?
Suddenly, Peter begins
What?
to flash back to the past.
Why is he dropping dead bodies on you?
This part. No, it's this part.
This part? What's this part?
Mary Jane was lying
You'll
on her
see why it's the
deathbed.
most
Peter heard
controversial right
sirens
here.
in the distance and suited up to save the day, as
Okay.
he always does.
Yeah?
He promised to bring her back flowers.
Okay, so you're gonna disappoint her again. So far, nothing new.
That was the last time he ever saw her alive. The doctors never understood how her body became irradiated, what was causing her cancer. I did. I am filled with radioactive blood.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Peter continues to sob as he gets way too close to her rotting corpse. Loving me killed you.
Oh, no.
Before he can get real closure, Doc Ock tears her body away and flees. With no other recourse, Peter crawls into Mary Jane's coffin.
What?
I'm going home. It seems our hero has given up. He sits in dark silence for a moment, shedding a tear for his long-lost wife. But the city needs a savior. That day she died, I didn't just bury her. Suddenly, a fist crashes through the coffin.
Yeah. Okay.
I buried my suit with her.
I buried the red and blue. I buried my true self. Spider-Man emerges from the earth, ready to stand up and fight. Here comes the Spider-Man!
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter begins to fly.
Okay, so I feel like there's more right. I don't know how to speak. There's so your radioactive love killed her.
Yep.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
There's
Also, I decided to look it up.
Why?
No, hold on.
Why are you looking up radioactive? Okay.
No, not that.
That's a weird Google search history, but I will accept it.
I wasn't searching that up. I was searching up if there was a sequel to the story. There isn't. It's currently being made right now.
Oh! I've never been excited to hear more about Old Men. Yeah. All the details. All the fine details. I like the story. I'm gonna be honest. I like it. It's different. It's exciting. It's weird. Just like
really
us. Make sure you subscribe for more things just like this. Theme song, theme song, theme song. This is my theme song. Theme song, theme song, theme song. Theme song, the Deadpool theme song. Theme song, theme song. Like and subscribe to theme song. Theme song, theme song. I forgot the words to theme song. Theme song, theme song. Enable notification. Theme song, yeah. This is a theme song, yeah.